This news update is brought to you by
You got an upgrade for Christmas.
If you're feeling lucky, you could win some money.
Upgrade for Christmas.
$200,000 in cash and prizes. With Lime, you could win some money. It's Lime's Christmas lottery. 250 winners this Christmas, oh yeah.
Sign up or upgrade to super fast broadband, Lime TV, e-billing, a data plan. Top up $15. Purchase a handset or text 4263 to enter.
Upgrade for Christmas.
This is the weekend Barbados Today update for Friday, December 19, 2014. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kmar Jordan. He says he's hanging by a string and he's not ruling out the possibility of crossing the floor. Outspoken Agriculture Minister Dr. David Estwick declares he's at the end of his tether with the ruling Democratic Labour Party. Estwick, who was previously threatened to part ways with the cabinet, has already taken serious action. In an exclusive interview with Barbados Today, Dr. Estwick disclosed that he recently tendered his letter of resignation as chairman of the Infrastructural Committee of Cabinet. But he says Prime Minister Frendo Stewart refused to accept it and even tore up the letter of resignation. Estwick is, however, contending that the DLP is no longer the party he joined, and he's unsure how long he will hold on to the post as the head of Infrastructural Committee in Cabinet.
I'm being told about projects starting tomorrow or next month in the media. And I'm supposed to be the chairman of the Infrastructure Committee Cabinet. So when I have to say that is not the way you do it, some will say he's not a team player. No, but I stand for procedure and doing it the right way. And if I have to stand up on that, I will stand up on that. And if I said to the Prime Minister that if the time comes that I believe that I am ineffective because of process around me not working, I will resign. And as I'm sitting down here with you today, I am telling you that is what I will do.
Meantime, Industry Minister Donville Inniss is staying clear of what he calls a perceived row between the Finance Minister, Chris Sinclair, and the Agriculture Minister, Dr. David Estwick. In fact, Inniss says the DLP cabinet is closer now than it ever was when it first came to office.
I am not commenting on any perceived quarrel between any members of the cabinet. I would say that after almost 7 years of cabinet, we are still one happy family. We have our differences of opinion from time to time, but we are still a group of dear, loving people.
In other news, a strong warning from the umbrella body for trade unions today that it won't be part of any future employment rights tribunal unless the body is fully equipped to do its work. Earlier this week, the tribunal, which was set up in July last year, collapsed after 8 of its 9 members resigned, complaining that the government had failed to meet the basic requirements to get hearings started. CITUSAB President Cedric Merle told journalists at a news conference today the Ministry of Labour has asked the body to nominate another representative to sit on the new panel. But he says the union will not be part of a second collapse. A church in mourning this evening. Officials and members of the People's Cathedral are still trying to come to terms with the passing earlier today of its founder, Reverend Holmes Williams. The 75-year-old religious leader died this morning at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital after being warded there in the intensive care unit earlier this month. When Barbados Today visited the Bishop Courts Hill location this afternoon of the church, officials said it was a major blow for the institution, even as they noted that he's gone on to a higher calling.
Holmes was an incredibly gifted man of God. He was particularly gifted in the area of evangelism, and God used him in a significant way all around the world. Perhaps a lot of Barbadians may not realize how far he went, preaching in Africa, in Asia, preaching to crowds of hundreds of thousands in one service, working with men like Morris Cerullo and some of the other Pentecostal luminaries in different countries across the world, and sharing the gospel. And his passion was seeing men and women come to Christ. He always strove for excellence.
We have looked to him for his guidance, for his leadership. We have looked to him for his counsel and for the wealth of experience that he would have gained over the years. We truly have depended on that in the how we do things. And even though a pastor retired in 2010, we still deferred to him in certain areas because of the fact that he really has been in the ministry for such a long time and has led in such a wonderful way that there are things that he would have forgotten that we were just learning, and certainly the love that he's shown for the people here at the People's Cathedral and how he has brought us along with him and so on. We really will miss that. We will feel it deeply.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
To Jamaica now, where lawmen are describing the past 24 hours as grim. This after the force tries to come to grips with the sudden death of two of their colleagues. A male constable was gunned down last night in Manchester, while a female inspector lost her life in a motor vehicle accident in St. James this morning. Assistant Commissioner of Police Paul Ferguson says the force is finding it difficult to deal with the tragic events. However, he says everyone, including the family of the deceased, will remain strong and resolute during this difficult time. On the international scene, Pakistan executes 2 men today, the first since the death penalty moratorium was lifted after this week's deadly attack on a Peshawar school. One man was executed for his role in an attack on Pakistan's army headquarters in 2009, and the other over an assassination attempt on the ex-leader Pervez Musharraf. Pakistan's Home Minister says today's executions will boost the morale of the nation, and there are plans to hang more terrorists next week. The Pakistani army chief has so far reportedly signed the death warrants of 6 terrorism suspects. And on that note, we end this week's updates. We'll be back again on Monday, however. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper or email updates, or better yet, you can like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on iZoomi Media if you're out and about in bus terminals, or via Screenplay at a supermarket or a gas station near you. You can also tune in to Lime TV, channel 101, for all the very latest news and sports. I'm Kmar Jordan. Continue to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a restful night. Enjoy your weekend, and be back with us first thing on Monday morning.
This news update is brought to you by
I won for me to me.
For me?
You don't need speakers, right?
Upgrade to win every week with Lime. Sign up for Lime TV or broadband or purchase an iPhone 6 or Samsung Note 4. Upgrade Christmas with Lime.